Hello, my friends. So I just finished reading Fly Away by Kristin Hannah. It is the second book in the series of Firefly Lane and then Fly Away. Let me tell you, I have to tell you, stay right there. Let me start out with that this series was great since the first one. So the first one, as I said, is Firefly Lane. It is by Kristin Hannah. It has been developed into a Netflix series. I watched that one first before I realized it was a book, and then Catherine put it on her book club pick 2 or 3 months ago. And I read it and I loved it, bawling and everything. So this one was the same. I loved this one so much. This video will be without spoilers, but the next one where I talk about both the books side by side will have spoilers in them, and I will tell you in the title and all that good stuff. So without spoilers, it follows three individual people. The previous book's main character, like best friends, all that stuff. It follows three characters and it follows their life and kind of explains and goes through their grief and their process of grieving. Everybody has their own process of grieving, and this novel, although it is told in three different point of views, the way that it is told is so beautiful. She writes it so beautifully. She is such an amazing storyteller. And I kid you not, this was one of the best novels that I've read so far. This and Firefly Lane. I'm telling you, this book had me laughing, in tears, crying, and like, what the fudge? Okay? Like, all at the same time. The characters are so real, they're so human in the way that if I had read it, like, I would have thought that someone in real life mirrored this one. It was so well written. It went by so quickly. On Storygraph, it said that it was I finished this in 2 days, guys. Starting off, first glance, it like already took me back to that scenery, to that story. It brought me back immediately, and it captivated me at first sentence. It captivated me. Side note, I also didn't realize that she wrote the women. I've heard so many great things about the women. So that's my next Kristin Hannah read. But I want to read all her books now because she's amazing. Yeah, so I've told you all before, I don't like reading dust jackets or the back of books until I make a review so that I know what to spoil and what not to spoil. But I didn't realize this would be following three perspectives. So when I first started reading, I hate POV switches. POV switches and time switches, they confuse the living bonkers out of me. But she writes it so eloquently, and like I thought nothing of it until I was like, oh, this is written about another story, another character's story. And I was like, oh, cool, this character is the one that's talking. I'm like, I'm so invested in the storyline, guys. Like, it's ridiculous. On page 378, I like reading about where a book title comes from. Page 378, there it is. I wrote on my last sentence of my notes, Miss Hannah is wow. Just wow. There's nothing but good things that I'm saying about this novel. This novel got an easy 5 out of 5 stars for me. Storytelling was great. Character plot formation was great. The fact that she brought it back from her first novel was even more phenomenal because the fact that just she's amazing. She's amazing. She's awesome. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you like what you see, if you like my content, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I would like to hear your opinion on this book, what you thought of it. Talk to me. Come on, I'm here. Talk to me. Down below, I've got a link to my Etsy store. I sell blind dates with a book, so if you're interested, come on by. Also, even more down below, I have a Patreon. The Patreon, you can have exclusive access if you are a paid member to all my posts literally the minute after I edit them. So there's that. And also, you can buy me a coffee even further down below. But if you can't do any three of those things, it don't matter. You're here until the end. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. All that helps me in all my engagement. So thank you so much if you're still here. Thank you. Thank you for joining in me with me on this adventure. Also, before I forget this time, I have to make a separate video for Patreon. Thank you, Robert Willem, for being my Patreon member. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Bye.